Good morning, David and Brittany. How are you?
Good morning, Master Jew. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks. We have a special guest, Brittany Ho. She's visiting us for a little morning coffee. What do you got to say, David?
Oh, yeah.
Usually-
She's been wanting to do this for a while. A couple weeks now. Actually, probably since the first one we've done, she's asked
Oh, really?
to do it. Yeah, I think so, right?
Usually,
Yes, thanks for finally having me.
things do happen. Eventually, I guess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wishes do come true. Isn't that a Disney thing? No?
Wishes do.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Oh, I don't know. Well, it's interesting because normally, David, you did the intro. Like, what's up, guys?
Should I do it now?
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another Monday morning coffee.
Is that what I sound like?
No, but you need to get that energy up there more.
Oh, you need to pass that over to him when he says
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Don't forget. They're sharing mics because we only have two.
yeah.
We have two microphones. Anyway, what's on the agenda here this morning there, David, before we get our day going? I don't know what you guys are doing. Shoot. I got work.
Lots of filming to do today. Lots of things going on. But I think today we're going to talk about, like, what's the first step we should do if we're starting a new project? And I think a lot of people want to say they want to wait around. They want to wait until a certain thing happens. They want to wait for this to happen or this to happen. But what's your personal opinion on that?
Brittany, what do you think?
I think my personal opinion on it is when you start something, even if you're not sure you can make it big yet, you should still attempt to build your image, to get yourself out there,
Right.
for people to know. And then after that, once people know, you can always improve your work after that.
I kind of get in trouble a lot because I tend to just jump into things and then go, why do you do that? I says, I just can't wait, even though I haven't thought it through. David's shaking his head. He goes, yeah, But you're absolutely right. What I've noticed is a lot of times people just talk about it. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I talk to a lot of people around the country, Taekwondo instructors actually, and a lot of them, oh, I want to start a school. I says, yeah, just do it. Just go. Oh, I'm looking for the right space. I understand. Just do it. 10 years later, hey, have you opened the studio up? I'm still looking. They're not really anybody like that. I'm just generalizing. Yeah.
But I feel like could be a hot topic nowadays as we're kind of coming out of this shelter in place. A lot of people did have a lot of times to themselves, so it kind of depends on what did they do with that time that they were at home. I think a lot of people would choose to watch just Netflix all the time, myself included. Or, you do have those people that are out there that are collecting unemployment, but then they have all this extra free time that are going ahead and starting a passion project.
Yeah, that's probably true. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Netflix too.
Yeah, same.
Watching a lot. But I have to say I'm pretty busy just trying to deal with the different issues and stuff like that. But yeah, trying to get back into the studio. I think July 1st we'll be going back into San Ramon. That's going to be open. Alameda County is still behind.
Not too far behind, though, I don't think.
Well, at the current rate, I think will be August. And for a small business, 2 months can be a huge amount of time with no revenues. You still have your expenses. I mean, people talking about, oh, well, you can go and negotiate with they have same issues. It's not like they can wipe off their debt.
Yeah.
So they have same issues. So it's difficult all the time. But one thing about getting back into, not just getting back into the studio, but starting a new business, we kind of talked a little bit about that. Brittany, doing some kind of, well, your parents actually own a business, a small business.
Yeah, my parents have a nail salon that we just reopened today.
Just open a day.
Yes,
That's
just
cool.
opened today. I started my own business and developed it more throughout this whole pandemic. And
So utilizing your time.
yeah, utilizing my time,
Yeah,
actually doing it instead of just talking about it.
That's cool.
And you get somewhere.
That's right. But we were talking about, I think we were talking about earlier about the look, right? First impressions. Everyone, I hate to say it, but everyone does judge each other. Your first impression is going to either make it or break it. You know, those in marketing, they talk about the elevator pitch. You've got to be able to sell your product or even selling yourself in the time it takes you to go down an escalator. Right? And so that's that pitch. You've got to be able to sell them. Our look, how we dress, how we present ourselves. Either you're gonna like them, not like them. And I'm sure there's lots of people that don't like me, and maybe there's some people that do like me. And it's like that for everybody. Doesn't mean that you're going to be successful, but that first impression really does make a difference. You see someone that doesn't look like a good guy, doesn't mean he's not a good guy. He just has that look. I mean, Mr. Wold, no offense to Mr. Wold, because he likes that look. That's okay. But for the general population, that look is like, ooh, a little scary.
Right.
And but he was a truck driver, and so if he looked like he was easy to be picked on, yeah, he's gonna get picked on. So he likes that tough look and like, don't mess with me. And so that's the kind of impression you might get from that individual.
Right, and that kind of reminded me about this one video I was watching. It was a finance channel, and he was kind of interviewing this guy and the amount of money that he made and how he spent his expenses. And the guy, he made a pretty big amount as a hairstylist, and his overhead expenditures were crazy high, and his logic behind it was, I gotta look the part because I'm a high-end hairstylist. I'm a high-end hairstylist, right? And he was saying his clients expect him to be over the top. They, to have a certain look. You wouldn't go in and pay $200 for a haircut to go into a plain white,
like a
ratty
supercut.
Supercuts, yeah, exactly. Not that there's anything wrong with supercuts,
No,
because
look at my hair.
yeah, that's a Jews Taekwondo personal haircut. Same with me. And it came out pretty okay, but it's a certain look that you have, and which target market you have.
That's right. I'm sure we're upgrading our look right now. See, because we have a new host.
Well, I was trying to upgrade our look with our 2 cameras, but that seemed like a lot of work.
Okay, lazy.
Or yeah, I got a little lazy. But our look would really increase if we bought some extra lights.
Yeah. It's all about the look.
It's all about the look, the aesthetics. Well, we were actually talking about that the other day too.
I mean, it is all about the aesthetics. Like you said, if you expect a high-end haircut, you have to walk into a high-end store.
Right.
Or for me personally, when I do permanent makeup, people expect me to have nice makeup on in order for them to trust me to do their makeup.
Right.
So you said permanent makeup. Is that what you call that? What do you call that style? Brown?
I
What
do specialize in ombre powder brows, which is like a tattoo for your eyebrows.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm slowly getting into more permanent makeup as I develop the business, but for the permanent makeup industry or the makeup industry in general, it's all about the aesthetics of your business.
That's interesting. So when you talk about, obviously I don't know too much about makeup, but But when you talk about permanent makeup, I mean, so I know you've described a little bit about the eyebrows. Are there other permanent makeups? Like maybe you can make my lips like redder or something?
Yeah, that's actually a new trend that's
It
been going
is?
on. It is. My mom just got it recently. I know a lot of people are interested in it.
So then they don't have to wear like lipstick on
Yes,
it? Oh,
it's called lip
oh.
tinting.
Lip tinting. Wow. Learning something new all the time.
Learning something new. But in order to sell your product or have people come to you, you got to make it look nice.
Right.
You have to market your Instagram correctly if that's where your target market is, audience is.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I'm sure there's people out there as well that says, look is not everything. You're right, it's not everything. It's that first impression though.
Right.
And that's kind of the thing that kind of gets you in the door sometimes. I remember when my first job out of college, I worked for Equitable Life Insurance. And so I was a life insurance salesperson. And one of the top guys was saying, really, you just got to be yourself. You can't fake it, really. And what he was trying to say is like, look, I'm successful and I drive a Mercedes and I wear a two-piece suit all the time. That's me. If I went to a farmer who was wearing jeans and cowboy boots, I wouldn't change my clothes to cowboy boots and jeans to go and talk to that guy, because that's not me, because I would be faking it. And so you just got to be who you are. And people will either buy into you or they won't buy into you. These guys are just, yep.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, I don't know. What do you think, David?
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Any closing remarks?
Nope.
Nope. All right. Well, thanks for jumping into our episode 12 of Monday Morning Coffee.
Is it 12?
Yeah. 11?
11. I think it's 11.
You did just look this morning. Well, thanks for jumping into episode 11 of Monday Morning Coffee. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this episode. Make sure to leave a subscription.
And really like this one.
Yeah, really like this one.
Give Miss Brittany Ho a little love.
Let's see if we get above 3. And don't forget to follow our podcast, Tour World, on your respective podcast apps, as well as...
Do we need to get her on that too?
Well, we already filmed ours for yesterday. Maybe next week. Anything else there, Master Jew?
I don't think so. We got to get to work.
All right, well, thanks for jumping in, guys. Make sure to be safe.
Keep training.
And we'll see you guys next week.